Hey everyone, it's Cal, and this video is really for the thousands of people that signed up for Reword in the first 60 days. As you'll know, the editor was really simple, and we promised that we'd iterate and build it out as quickly as possible. And with that being said, I'm so proud to introduce our second version of the editor. It's primarily the same, but it's a lot easier to work with and a lot nicer to use, so let me show you the main differences. Firstly, you can now access the toolbar on a separate menu here, which means we've been able to add a lot more features such as alignment, comment buttons, and also indentation and strike-throughs. Now, this navigation is going to evolve and going to have loads of new stuff added to it over the next few weeks. So it's not going to stay this small for long, but it makes it really easy to keep the toolbar out of the way while having these additional options should you need them. Now, in addition to that, you'll find a new menu up here where you have settings, learn, sharing, and publish. Now, settings, pretty self-explanatory, and the key difference here is that you can now actually change which AI model you want to use. So you have the choice between two different AI models. Firstly, you have the slower, the best quality, but with a 2021 data cutoff. Now, you will definitely be able to notice that this is a bit slower, but if quality and the nuance of the text is really important to you, you might want to use this one instead. If you're trying to create something that may be a bit simpler and doesn't need a super advanced and intelligent AI, then our other AI is faster, it's still great quality, and it has a 2023 data cutoff, so it's much more up to date, and it will continue to get up to date as well as we continue to feed it new information when things happen. You can also change your language. This was a heavily requested feature so that you could have articles with different languages, and you've got a drop down of all the different languages we support, which is a lot of them. And then you also have the objective. Now, I know how many of you like to just putting something super short into the objective field when you're first creating an article. And ultimately, if you put in rubbish, you'll get rubbish out. So we want to give AI as much information as possible. And this means that you can come back and actually tweak it as you maybe think about the article more and evolve it. You'll notice on published articles, AI will actually tell you or pre-fill the objective for you. And we do that to try and create the best possible topical model. So if you're thinking, hang on a minute, I never wrote this objective, that's because our AI stepped in if one was missing, and you can go in and then edit that. In addition to that, you have the Learn up here where you can access our knowledge base, our feature roadmap, and also ask a question or report a bug super easily. Sharing, you'll be very familiar with. This is where you can find your sharing link that you can give to your team. And then also you'll be able to access the teammates menu to invite them. And then, of course, the publishing, where you'll be able to copy the article as text, Markdown, or HTML. And then you can publish it and mark it as such so that we can track any changes on the article. Now, on the right-hand side, things have changed a little bit too. We've made this sidebar a lot more prominent and made it so that you can click through to the different tabs very easily. So, of course, you have the research navigation, which previously was just the kind of default. And then in addition to that, you have the comments tab, the performance tab, and the information tab. And this will continue to evolve as well, so don't get too used to that. The other thing that you're going to notice, and may throw a few of you off a little bit, is we've changed some of the icons to make them a little bit more intuitive. And you'll see the commands button is now a magic wand, seem to reflect what it does the best. And then AI Enrich and Rephrase and Shorten also have new icons. So just take a little bit of time to get used to them. But this is a much better interface that we'll be able to continue build on now and add lots of really cool features. So that's a really quick rundown of everything that's changed. I hope it cuts your learning curve down a little bit.